Hello, everybody. Good time zone. Good morning. If you are in Central, Western, or even Eastern, I guess it's still morning there. It's about 11 a.m. On the East Coast, and depending on where you're logging on from, anywhere in the world. Thank you for joining us today for our Kids on Bikes GM Prep stream. So, my name is Shareef Jackson. I'm the GM of the Kids on Bikes game that we have here on Roll20. Our game is at Monday mornings at 10 a.m. Central Time, right here. And it's so much fun. We are in a town called Techburg, and we're dealing with small town problems, plus possibly some supernatural, creepy stuff going on in the background. Now, this GM prep session, I try to keep it as spoiler free as possible. I might mention some things that have happened in previous episodes, but I try not to mention anything that's too spoilery, just in case you are joining now and haven't heard our show. And I'm not going to spoil anything that's coming up in the future, so that castmates can join, other folks can join. It's not going to ruin your experience. But the goal here is to focus on how to prep for GMing any game really, and showing you some of the specific things about Roll20 that can help your game be awesome. But I did want to start though, with a list of anti-Asian violence resources. I found the site to be super helpful. It gives news updates, statistics, resources to educate, allyship links, and links to a donate, and reporting any incidents, and also just mental health stuff, right? Just making sure that we're all taking care of ourselves, in this time of great tragedy. So I would definitely check this site out. Actually, let me put it in the chat first. Actually, I might have to whisper. A mod here. Yeah, because I don't think I have link access. So let me do that. And yeah. So obviously, we have Asian American players on our show, but even if we didn't, right, everybody should be united, right, in our fight against oppression in all forms, and that's even without the horrible incident that happened, all the stuff that's been occurring over the past year. And this is not a political statement. This is not anything like that. This is just standing, for marginalized folks, and in this case specifically the Asian community. So just wanted to start off with that. Hopefully Salty Ginger was able to put that in the chat, because I would suggest that everyone actually bookmark that and make sure that you review it, because they do keep it up to date. All right, sweet. So now that we have that, now let's go to. Oops, there we go. Now I'm muted. Okay. All right, let me turn myself up. Sounds like I'm a bit of quiet. All right, so I'm going to boost myself a little bit. It's really weird because I have to turn myself down for the game, but up for the stream. How's my audio sound now? Does it sound good, bad, indifferent? Okay, great. Yeah, so I have to go back and forth. I think it's because for the game I'm on Zoom, which for some reason just has a lower volume than just putting my mic into XSplit does. So I have to go up and down. Now I think I use a a blue microphone, a Yeti X. I think I can set up profiles. Oh, is it too loud? Is it like peaking? Or because I see a loud AF. I don't want to be loud AF. You know what I mean? But okay. Great. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. So let's jump into our GM prep stream. All right. So, y'all, here is our town of Techburg. This is what we've been working on since our first GM prep stream. This is the overall town. And just in case you are new here, let me go over what we have here. Let me just make sure you can see this whole screen. Okay. All right. So on the upper left here, we have the Techburg Turnips, which is the rival school of the school that the characters are actually in. It's kind of like an artsy school, which is why the building kind of looks like a cottage. So like that is in the upper left there. We have the Techburg Academy of Science, which is where our players go. And we've been finding a lot about some of the history of that school as we've been going in our sessions. And we have a few other maps that are associated with the Techburg Academy of Science that we probably will be working with during this session. On the upper right, we have the Techburg Mansion and the Chadwick Mansion. Now, the Techburgs and the Chadwicks are like really important families in like Techburg. They've been involved with like all of the political stuff and like financial stuff for a very long time. So their mansions are like opposing each other in this gated off corner of Techburg. On the middle left, we have the Turnip Grounds. So there's basically a area for a turnip festival, and it's right below the Techburg turnips because the students there take care of the Turnip Grounds. Right below that, we have Foreman's Flicks and the Techburg Small Business Association. Now, we've actually not brought them into the story yet. Well, actually, we might have, but y'all might not have realized it, but we have definitely brought them in. But not in like a obvious way yet. In the middle square, we have Techburg Park, right? And this is just the quote unquote central park of the town. This is where people meet and they congregate. And there's a mysterious chalice on the lower right hand side of the park that we might be hearing some more about. On the right, the main residential area. So this is where a lot of our families live. On the lower left here, we have the Chemty water treatment plant. So this is a plant that used to be a big deal in the city, but they recently left. So this plant is currently abandoned, and we might see some more of that later. On the lower middle is City Hall. So this is where the mayor is in the main commercial district of Techburg. And then on the lower right, we have more residential homes. We like also have the Techburg Times, which is the local paper that is run by Alexa von Techburg, who we have not met yet, but we will. And we also, oh, sorry, I should not have named her that because it just activated my, I don't want to say it again, my Amazon device. I hope I did not activate yours. Yeah, and the Homegrown Preservation Society as well on the lower right. So that is our town of Techburg here. So we usually go like on and off with the map. I'll like zoom in into a part that we are currently at. So I'll zoom in here so that the players can like see that I'm focusing on the school, or I'm focusing on the mansions, or I'm focusing on the Turnip Grounds, right? So I usually like to like start off in the zoomed out view and then zoom in to add some focus here. On the overhead map, I also like to keep some characters that I might use, but these characters are hidden from the players. So like if I go to the player view, which is over here, they can't see those like characters because I've hidden those like characters to only be under GM view, which is like in the GM prep only area, which like you can see. Actually, I don't think you can see the. Oh yeah, yes. So the GM info overlay is like stuff only I can see. So I can go and like select them and like do that stuff. But I like going here because if I need to bring a character into a situation, I have all the people that are associated with the school. So I can go here, I can drag them in or like copy it and like paste them into a different area. And then I can pop them out of the GM view so that they appear to the players. So it's a really good way to make sure that I know where all my characters are, and that I can bring them into different scenes because I'm not the kind of GM that plans every single detail, right? I have like my overall 10 points of what I want to accomplish, my overall themes, but I like to bring in characters based on what the players want. So like either the players say I want to speak to like this person, or I might think that something that they say or a goal that they're trying to like do that like it's like a good opportunity to either introduce a AI character for the first time or like to bring in a AI character that they haven't met yet. So like I like to keep my characters on deck, and then bring them in and out of the game as need be. So this character here, this is Principal Felix, our principal, right here. This is Coach Doug Dougal, aka Coach D. I don't think I've named these characters yet, but like this is a teacher, this is another student, and this is another teacher as well. Yes, so we found out a lot about Coach D. Well, I mean, we don't know a lot about his background aside from the fact that he's an Olympic wrestler that moved to Techburg for love, and that he is the gym coach. But we do know that we found out that he appeared to be captured. So it seems like he is actually not involved with the machinations that are going on in our school, but he's still an important character, as you will find as we get to the next couple of episodes, because we have, I believe, 6 episodes left in this current story arc, this current season, because we just finished episode 4 last week. So what I want to focus on today is building out, again, more of the other maps. So if I open up my page toolbar here on the top, I get access to all the maps that like I've made here. So I have this unused asset sheet here where like I basically just get things out the marketplace and just drag it here just to make sure that I like have stuff so that when I'm building a new map, I can take things from here and just make it happen. So like I have a bunch of maps and like a characters and bushes, and I have all these letters and all that good stuff, right? So I actually want to start to build out the quarry. Question. With a set number of episodes, do you have any tips involving pace? I usually like to handle it the way that I see a lot of movies do, where there's 3 acts, right? So like there's like the first act, which is like introducing like the characters and a problem. It doesn't have to be the main problem, but it's a problem. And the second act, are the repercussions of the first act, introducing any possible twists and having like a climax at the end of the second act. And then the third act is like the final like resolution of those problems. So because we just finished 4 episodes, we are into the second act, and I'll try to make this not spoiler free, but you might have. Sorry, I will try to keep it spoiler free, but you might have noticed that at the end of the third episode and during the fourth one, we've kind of gotten these lore dumps about what the Techburg Academy of a Science, what it used to be, what certain characters were involved with, and a warning about what may be repeating, right? And like we also had like mention of like a prophecy. And it was also the end of the first day, right? Because the first 4 episodes all take place over a day, right? So like that's like kind of like the conclusion of the first act. So the next day, which is going to start, at the beginning of the next episode, is essentially like our like new day and in our new act, where we start to deal with the repercussions of the characters now like knowing all this stuff about the background, who might have been involved with like things. I also really tried at the end of the last episode to make it clear that it's not just the characters, it's their families as well, right? So like I tried to make each family interaction unique, and to try to tie them to the past as well, right? So like I made sure that like each parent had some kind of commentary on like what happened in the past, so that they can be involved with the solution, right? So it's not just going to be just the players. We're going to roll the parents in as well. So that's how I handle pace. Everybody does it a different way, but I like kind of splitting up into groups of 3. Now, obviously with 10 episodes, right? I can't go 3. So I did kind of the first act in 4 episodes, and it'll be 3 and 3. So that's how I plan it out. Hope that is helpful to y'all. All right. So I actually want to build out this quarry. So there is a quarry outside of like our town that was built by the Chadwick. Well, sorry, it was the like Chadwicks own it. Actually, no one knows who built it, and no one knows, how the Chadwicks got it, but they've owned it. And there's a lot of rumors about the quarry, but not a lot of people have actually been. So I do have some tiles that are dedicated to the quarry that I haven't really built out into full maps. So I want to spend most of today actually building that out, and making sure that that is awesome, because we will be live visiting that. Oh, I forgot to tweet out that we're live. Let me do that right now, actually, because I don't think Roll20 put out a new tweet, but I can just retweet the old one. We're live. Hop in the chat and watch me discuss prepping for TTRPG games and building maps in Roll20. All right. Sweet. Okay. Yeah. So I got that out now. All right. So let's get started. Okay. Sorry, I got a lot of windows open that I'm trying to manage right now. Okay. Oh yeah, and in the chat, there's some cool links on some character art packs that are Tiltify reward. So like if you make some donations to Code 2040, of which there are links. So Roll 20 is actually matching up to $50,000 in donations. Right. So like make sure to check out the Tiltify link in the chat, which is roll20.io/Tiltify code 2040, and make sure to check out and support eliminating the systemic barriers in the tech industry for Black and Latinx folks. So make sure to make a donation there if you can. All right, so let's go to our quarry. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, I don't think I've had an actual map for this. Well, I kind of do. I have Quarry Ruin 1 and Quarry Ruin 2. So let's see. Yeah, so I have kind of like an outside part of the quarry here. So like this is essentially, this is going to be like when the characters are outside of the quarry, right? And I had Quarry Ruin 2, which is essentially like the same thing, but it's green and dusty. So I'm actually going to have these linked in some way, which I will not ruin for you, but as you see, that they're essentially the same map, right? But they are going to be linked in a strange little way. So we're going to talk about how that is in the actual game. So these are basically like the entrances to the quarry, right? So like when the characters are outside, there's going to be a sort of building, and then this is how they enter it. So the actual quarry is going to have some underground portions, some chambers. So that's what I want to build out here. So let's make, well, first, let's get, I don't know why I put these semicolons there. I don't need a semicolon after everything. It's very strange. So, all right, so we got Quarry 1 and Quarry 2. So I'm actually going to make a new page. And so like when you make a page, the untitled page appears like at the bottom. So I go and scroll, I click and drag so that one comes up all the way here on the top. Now, like most people obviously won't have like this many maps to worry about, but like I have a lot, so it kind of takes a little bit. All right, so Quarry Minecarts. So I want a minecart system. So for anybody that's played Donkey Kong Country, there are these cool like mine levels, right? Where like Donkey Kong and whoever's with him, whether it's Diddy Kong, Dixie, or there was another, I think it was Donkey Kong Country 3, where they introduced like there was another Kong. He was like a baby or a toddler or something. I forgot his name. I actually didn't really play a lot of Donkey Kong Country 3, but I'm a huge fan of 1, and 2 is good. But 1 is great. Oh yeah, there will definitely be some secret tunnels for sure. So I'm not going to spoil where they are or how to get them, but I'll just say that I'm going to have a entrance to an area in the quarry, and there's going to be some way from there that they get to this minecart system, which is what I want to work on. So if we go to Quarry Minecarts, so we're going to get a blank sheet here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my unused assets page. And I have a little mine. I have like some mine tiles over here on the right. Yeah, so I have these tiles here. Yeah. And I want to bring these over. So I got to switch to map and background view, actually, because I had these as map and background things, because these I don't expect to move. And I'm just going to copy all these. I'm going to copy them all. Whoops. I don't want to make them wider. Yeah, so I'm going to copy. Actually, no, I'm going to cut these. Well, no, I'll copy. So I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to go back to my Quarry Minecarts. And we're going to paste this. Oh, whoa, it came like off the screen. That's weird because it didn't copy all of them. So I'm going to try that again. I mean, actually, I should be able to just use these and just rotate things around. But let's try that again. So let's try to do them individually. So let's zoom in a bit and let's actually. So let's copy these and then paste. There we go. Okay, great. So I can always just rotate this one. So I can flip it horizontally and then I can flip it vertically so it fit right in there, all right? So I can basically have some corners here. And I probably want these to be a little bit bigger. So I think I'd want them to be, yeah, like these are like fairly detailed. So maybe, well, we'll see. I think this size might be fine. This is like 5 by 5, it looks like. And like, I'm not sure what the source size of the original files are, but this seems to actually work pretty well. So let's zoom out a bit so we can get a better idea of what we got here. Actually, 5 by 5 might be too big for what I was planning, but I'll probably break it down to 4 by 4, but I just want to get all these out now, and then we'll see if it makes sense. Yeah, I think this is good, but I think I want to fit a few more tiles in there. So I actually think I'm gonna reduce these to 4 by 4. So let's just bring those in just a little bit. Now I think with these, I think I can select all these and then go down to 4 by 4, I believe. I do like that. Well, it didn't do all of them, but that's okay. We can do the rest ourselves. Yeah, so we got 4 by 4, 4 by 4. Yeah. I think this is a better size so that it's still legible, but I can get some more twists and turns in there. Yeah. So like my goal is to probably show only part of this at a time. And then they're going to have to make some decisions on like where they turn. Right. So like, for example, I would want them to have like a choice here in the middle as to what direction that they go in. So let me actually copy and paste this one here. Yeah, so that they can go either left or right, and then that basically will determine the rest of what happens. So we can have that go up. And then I don't think I have any that are, I want to see if I have any that are like dead ends. I think I do. I think I could use something like this. It's like a dead end. Oh, it just started raining a lot. I can like hear it on the walls. All right. Yeah, so I think probably what I'll do is actually I'll probably make this one fairly visible so that they can see that there's some consequences. Right. So I'll actually make this one so that they can see, well, I'm not going left, right? I'm going right. So if I do that and kind of make them enter like up here, then they can clearly see that they'll have to go down. All right, so I can turn this. And actually, you know what? I'm going to put another one of these here. So I have that turned this way. And turn this one that way. Yeah, because I kind of like the idea that if they pick one, they're kind of just going to be going in like a loop. I kind of like that idea. So this is where we'll actually use this. So we'll have, so they pick that one, but it'll pretty much be, actually, how can I do this? I want it to look like they're going in like a circle, or maybe maybe not a circle, but I just want them to. All right. Right. Okay. So I guess I'll put like another one of these here. Oh, I see what I can do. So like basically I'm going to make it so if they pick the wrong one, they're always going to end up at the beginning, basically. So they pick up the cart here. And so actually, so like maybe this part is like the beginning where they pick up a cart, and anytime they do a wrong one, it actually goes back to the beginning. Okay. Yeah, I think I can roll with that. Huh. Yeah, I think this works fairly well. I think it works fairly well. I guess I'm trying to get a sense of what the beginning would look like. But actually, let me go back to my unused assets because I have some other quarry things here. I do have like, let's see. Oh, I have a 4-1. I did not even notice that. So let me actually bring that up here because that one might be pretty cool. So I have one that represents 4 paths. Make that 4x4. Yeah, so maybe that's one I can put. Yeah, I feel like I still want the first one to make it clear what not to do. You know what I mean? So I want the first, I don't want it to make too complicated at the beginning. I want the first choice, like you go left or right. Left is clearly wrong. So like you want to go right. So that they know that when they get to like a turn that there might be a positive thing or a bad thing. So yeah, that's kind of how I want to do it. Yeah, yeah. So if they make a left here, it's gonna go around. Boom. So I'll say that they can only. Actually, you know what? I think I need a mine cart, and I don't think I actually got any mine carts. I think I just got these things. So actually, let's actually go look on the Roll20 marketplace. Well, actually let's search in the game first. So this will definitely be a token. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So let's just. Ooh, I like that one a lot better. Oh yeah. Let's see, my cart gold ore. Oh man, these are great. Yeah. So now let's go over to our quarry. Yeah. So let's say that this is the only place that you can get a mine cart is here. And I'll say that there's like a bunch of them here, right? So if you, let's see. Yeah. I think this is fine because if you end up here, you got to walk back over and get a and like get like a mine cart here, and then that goes at the beginning. So actually, maybe I should put a turning one up on the top so that you don't start from the left. You actually start from the bottom. Sorry, from the top left, which I think makes sense actually. So do I have a tile that is just the background? Maybe I can use this one here. So I'll copy and paste that. Go back over, paste it, make that 4x4. And then, well, I'll move this to the, it's a map layer. This is going to be on the token layer, basically. So it'll be on top. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think this works. So like now there's no accessibility on the right? I have to take this mine cart. Well, let me move over to token view. Yeah. So I have to, so this mine cart only starts here and it can only go in that direction. All right. Now that makes a little bit more sense now. Okay. So if I start here, it's clear that I have to go to the right. All right. And then if I go here, it's not really clear. But if I go left, it's going to take me all the way up and then dump me back there. If I go right, it's going to take me on the correct pathway. And I just want to copy this again because I want another one to go here. All right. Okay. Awesome. All right. So after that one, so like now we're going to introduce a 4-sided one where it's 3 decisions. Where can you watch the episodes? So you can actually go to the Roll20 page on YouTube, which is linked in the chat and on the bottom here, right? So there's links to the YouTube. And if you go to the VODs here on Twitch, I'm not sure if they keep them there actually, but they should be there. Yeah. So, and we stream live on Monday mornings at 10 a.m. Central here. So if you want to catch us live, that'd be the time. Otherwise, check him out on Twitch and on the YouTube playlist. So yeah, thank you for asking. All right. I so badly want to eat. I have all these Thin Mints. I have all these Girl Scout cookies, y'all, and I want to eat them so bad. But it'll be. Oh, actually, I just noticed that these are like the perfect color of my green screen. So they're like Girl Scout cookies in the background. Look at that. Look at that. Like this box is actually green, but it is blended away. Like my Thin Mints are blended away. I want to eat them so bad, but I know it'll be terrible for the stream if I'm eating Thin Mints. So, you know. When they key out, that means that the calorie doesn't count. Ooh, maybe Girl Scouts invented the chroma key for that very reason. That very reason. It physically removes the calories from the cookies. Yeah, that is a possibility for sure. Okay. All right. So I like this because we had our first one is one kind of obvious choice. Our second one is two choices. Our third one, though, so like both of these times, the left choice was the bad one. So this time I want to make the right choice the bad one. But there's different kinds of choices here. So I just want to make it so that this one goes. Actually, I don't want a failure point down here. I want the failure points to always bring you all the way back to the end. Yeah, so I'm actually going to have one that looks correct, but it goes all the way around. Yeah, so basically it goes all the way around the perimeter and dumps you back. Like it seems like you're getting to the right part, but then right at the end you're just like, oh no, this is bad. So got that. And we want one of these. Now the only question is, how do I make it so that? Well, yeah, I guess this isn't that bad. It just means that like they'd have to walk over to the cart. I guess that's not too terrible. I did want them to all end at kind of the same place, but that's not that bad. Oh yes, Bianca, absolutely. Yeah, I like building. I don't know. I like building maps, which is why I guess this GM prep is tailor made for me. But yeah, I like making stuff. Now I'm gonna add some stuff to this puzzle off stream for sure. So, but I do want to get like a little start on it, just to show people how it's possible. All right. Yeah. So I have that one, and you have a second one here, but this one is actually going to. Actually, going to lead you here. So I'm gonna use our T-bone one here. Yeah, so then we'll do. Actually, no, maybe that shouldn't be a T-bone one. That should be. That one should just go down. that way. All right. Feeling pretty good about this. Yeah, so our goal will be right here. Yeah, so I'll have to put that. What do I use for the goal? I don't think I've gotten a tile that has a. Yeah, maybe it'll be just a big golden minecart maybe. Oh yeah, that is it. Oh, just thought of something. Not gonna say it, but I will say that this will be the end part, and it's gonna be awesome. Yeah. So let's go back to our quarry here, and yeah, we're gonna have just a big old cart. That looks a little too stretched. I guess it shouldn't take up the whole thing, but I could move it like that. And then make this a token. Well, actually, no, I don't want that to be a token because that's not going to move. Now, the only problem is I'm like, what if they say I want to get out and walk? You know, like if they're over here and like they say I want to get out and walk. Like, I got to figure out a way to. I got to figure out a way that they have to take the carts. So maybe if there is a how many squares per tile? So I'm using 4x4 squares. So this whole thing will be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So it's 25 by 25 is this entire thing. But like I'm using blocks of 4 because I just feel like it lets me fit in like the twists and turns that like I want. So I'm just gonna leave the right side, like the last column of tiles. I'm just gonna leave those blank. You know, I know I do have one that is I think I had one that was like going over a bridge. Like this one here. Yeah, like a cavern here. So I think that's what's gonna make it so that you can't just walk over there. You have to use the cart to get there. So it's kind of isolated. Yeah, because I'm always thinking about things that the players are going to try to do to subvert your original plan. So it's like if somebody says like, "I'm just gonna get out the cart and walk around," like I got to think of a way that they can't do that. So they might be able to walk and see where the goal is, but they won't be able to walk and just like avoid the whole cart thing. Because I do want them to engage with the carts. So now don't get me wrong. If they think of something really cool that subverts it, then I'll let that, but not like I'm gonna walk. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm actually gonna make this one like a. Yeah. So. Yes. Hmm. Yeah. Trying to think of how I can do this. Oops. Oh, I see. I got to move to the token layer to move this thing. Yeah, so I'll put this on here so it's over a gap. But I still got to think of some way. I can just say that there's like impassable things that you can't really walk to, that like you have to take the cart, which I know is a bit of a conceit. But I do want to say that, yeah, I'll just say that there's all kind of rocks and that kind of stuff on there. Ooh, a coded message. Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah, coded messages are great. The struggle for me though is not try to make them so coded that they frustrate the players, and to give a lot of very liberal hints if it appears that they're really stuck, because I don't want them to have a bad time or a frustrating time just for my enjoyment, so like that's kind of that's like one of the like big keys there. All right, so I actually want to so let's see here. Yeah. Whoops. All right, so let's go back to our. Yeah, I haven't really played a lot with lighting on my stuff. But I kind of do want to just play around for a bit and see what I can do here. So if I go over to what the players are seeing here. Yeah, so the players see like nothing. But if I take this cart and then oops, sorry about that, everybody. That like happens every stream, but like I always have a 11 o'clock alarm, which I should probably just turn off, for that kind of thing. So actually, I should use the update. Oh, I don't think I use the updated lighting. Yeah. So let me actually, I use the legacy lighting, which I don't want to do. Let me use the dynamic lighting, which explorer mode. All right. So yes, so the players see nothing there, but this cart can get vision, and let me just set this for a lot of stuff, and let's see if that works. Oh no. Yeah, so yeah, that's like actually what like I'm trying to do, crit, which I'm trying to make the whole thing dark, but I'm trying to have the token emit light. So it says that this token has the ability to see without any light. Oh, I think I need to do this actually. So let's see. So I have night vision on, and in the map itself, In the map itself, I have, let's see what I did here for the light. Yes, I have dynamic lighting on. And I have Explorer mode on. Let's see. Yeah, see, that's what I thought, that if I had to edit who controls it, but I thought as the GM that I would have that. That's a good point, actually. So maybe I have to go to control by everyone for the actual token, all players. And let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I want for sure. Yeah. So now if I move this, yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. And because I have the that like option on that lets them keep the vision that they've already seen, right? So because I turned on the Explorer mode that reveals parts that they already saw. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Sweet. Yeah, roll 20 rocks. Yeah, so I think that. Yeah, so thank you for the tip. Eyes of Groomsh. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. But thank you for the tip. That like yeah, I have to for the players to like see it. I gotta edit the control for all players. Yeah, so I'm feeling this. Yeah. So then what I'll have to do is I'll probably have to reset this. So I have to reset this. I wonder if I just turn this off and then back on, it'll probably reset it. Yeah. Cool. Oh, this is going to be so awesome. Yeah, because like I do want to see, I want them to see that left or right thing, right? To make it clear, hey, you don't go that way. So I'm good. Got your name from a D&D Prestige class. Pretty cool. All right, so now let's go to our actual map, and I think this is what I wanted, basically. The only thing I guess I want to do is I want to make some kind of like wall, and like I already have a bunch of walls or barriers or that kind of thing. I just want like a wall, like a thick wall that you can't really climb over. Just gonna look for kind of walls here that would fit here. Brick wall, maybe. I mean, the brick wall is like what I used inside of the school when I built the school. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with this thing here. Oh, where'd it go? Zoom in a bit. Yes. There we go. Yeah, because yeah, so if you hold down Alt, you can like drag something so it's like not exactly on the grid. Yeah, so I want this to be a pretty big obvious wall that says like you can't just get to it from there, basically. Actually, I'm gonna make this just span the whole thing. Why not? Just move it a little bit higher, and there you go. All right, that makes you feel a lot better. Okay, so I also want this to be in the map layer because this is kind of in the background. Oh, whoops. let's go back to the. Oh, well, there's the other one. It's actually. Oh, I don't know if I can undo that. Well, let's get rid of this, and let's take this little square and send this to the back. There we go. Oh, geez. All right, so we're basically going to, yeah, so map layer. Okay. All right, great. Yeah, so this is all stuff on the map layer. So that works pretty well. Okay, great. Thank you, Roll Positive Gaming. Yeah, this is like one of my favorite things as well. So I'm good. All right, I feel pretty good about this. So just as a little recap, and like I think that's a good amount of lighting for the players to see. I mean, I could decrease it a little bit, but I think it's actually a good amount of stuff for the players to see there. So, okay. So we go here, and like making the left is an obvious thing that they can't do. Oh, I can use that wall again, actually. You know what? I can put one up here. Yeah, so I can basically say that the minecart can sail over this wall, but you can't like climb it to get up. Yeah, so that works. Yes, so the left is kind of obvious. And then you don't know if it's left or right. I mean, the left will actually bring you back over there, and the right brings you all the way around here. You turn, and then you have a four-sided one where you can either go left here, right, or down. If you go there or to the right, it's going to bring you all the way back over here. I still want some way to bring that all the way over, though. That's the only thing. Now, I guess I can do what I just said was I can introduce another. I can do another wall thing. No, actually, you know what? It can just be a loop. Yeah, I don't need like another one of those. It can just be a loop. So like, if you take that one, you just just like loop back around, and because the players are constantly seeing more of the map as they go around, they'll be able to see exactly where they need to go. So, and like obviously, I would have a system that would give them hints if they got too frustrated. So, yeah, I think that makes for a good minecart thing, y'all. I'm pretty happy with this. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. I think I'm going to make all these ravines here. So I'm going to make that one, that too. And that one, the ravine as well. Sweet. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Actually, what happens if I turn this one around? Does it look a little better? Or is it kind of like the exact same? Yeah, I think it's basically the same. So All right. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty happy with this. All right. Thank you for joining. All right. So yeah. So token, and then we can just move. Oh, I love that so much. Yeah. See, if I did it without the player, like the discovery, I can see it getting kind of frustrating if like they have to try to remember what they previously saw, and like I'm basically going to be the one that controls the cart, so it'll get them there. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this in the next game or in like a game that's like a little bit later. When I first planned this out, this was kind of this was going to be way toward the end. But if the players experience like, hey, I want to get to the quarry, I got to be able to like bring it in first. So I like being able to have that done. So thank y'all for helping out with that. Okay, so like that's my first lit map in this campaign by using like the dynamic lighting and such. So pretty cool. All right, so what else do we have in our unused assets? So we do have this. I don't know. I just like this quarry sign. So I like these signs. So let's see if we can put these signs in like the outer quarry part. So like here. Yeah, I don't know if these really make sense, but I like them. So yeah, I might just put them on the top here. Yeah, and like I'll make it like around both sides, in like it's quotes or something. There we go. All right. So I'm digging that. So I don't need these anymore here because I pretty much used them all already. Yeah, I use those. Let's see here. What else did I grab? Yeah, so I used this one as well. I did not use this little tunnel one here, but I think this one can be more like a map. So it won't be like something that they, well, I don't know. Let's just try it. It looks a little, I don't know, cartoony. Like it's not like I'm making some like gritty, realistic, version of a game. But let's just see how it looks. All right, so we'll just say Quarry Map about that. So like I'll say like even if this isn't something that's physically kind of represented, this is like a map basically that they would see. Let's see how detailed it is. Oh, it's pretty detailed. All right. Yeah. Yes. So it looked like this. And then this like outdoor place. Right. Cause like I want the quarry ruin. I want this to be inside of that map somewhere. So I want like basically some sort of like temple or house. Or if you're thinking of Zelda, absolutely a temple for sure. So I just want just like a old looking house. How do I say that though? Just old house? Like does that would that even be a good search term? For old house? Um no, because not really an old house. It's more like a shed or like a I'm trying to think of a word for like old house, like shed or warehouse or something like that. Shack. Yeah, shack. Yeah, this could work actually. This tiny shack one could work. I'll just put it there. But yeah, shack is probably what you're looking for. Shack. Or like a she shack in those in those commercials for were those commercials where they have like the she shack like this like supposed to be the gendered version of a man cave. Um she shack. Just very strange. Um yeah. Great. Yeah, so I think I'm going to try this one. Oh, I'm just looking for just a representation of a shack that the players will go to. That's all. So, like, I basically want there to be a marking on this map that has that shack on it. That's all I want to do. So let's try this. Yeah, that actually does fit fairly well. Yeah, so let's actually say that this is actually going to be in this muck thing here. So actually, you know what? It makes more sense because this is essentially going to be a map. To take this stuff, and like by like a map, I mean like this is going to be like the players are going to find this map in the world, like a literal physical map that they pick up. Um, so I think it makes sense to put those things here. Yeah. So like maybe I want the map, actually that part up here, so it makes it clear that quarry, and then the house, the shed will be like over here. Okay. All right. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Let's see. And actually going to yeah, I like this. I'm actually going to bring that in the GM layer for reasons you will find out. Oops. Well, actually, I'll move it out for now. Well, I'm trying to move it places. I'll move it out to there for now. So let's move you back to the map layer. And actually, you know what? She's gonna Yeah, I feel like it doesn't really stand out as much if I put it over there. Yeah, not that it matters if it stands out. I mean, because I can always call attention to it in the game, you know. But I think we're good. Yeah, so like this will actually be like a quarry map that they find, and this here will be. Now I'll put it in the gem layer because I think it's in a place that I want it to be. So I think that that's great. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not really, I guess, concerned with the 2D versus 3D stuff. I'm not trying to like. I mean, I was thinking about that originally, but that would just be too much effort to me. And I feel like one thing that I like to my style was just to get stuff that looks okay. I mean, like again, if I was doing more of a hyper realistic campaign, or I was trying to do something that was more of a simulation, then I would probably be looking for things that were like the right, like perspective and the right shadowing and all that kind of stuff. But because this is kind of a kooky adventure, I don't mind like mixing the styles, you know. Like I have some cartoony stuff mixed with realistic stuff, and just oh no, it's not a problem. It just depends on what kind of campaign that you're running, right? I've definitely run some stuff that are more serious in nature. So for something like that, I wouldn't want to pull the players out of that immersion, and I would make sure that everything is like super where like there wouldn't be any questions about like why something was there. But for this campaign, um, I just don't think that that level of detail is necessary. So it's definitely not a problem. It's just you fit your prep and design to what you're running. But I do think that when a lot of people approach um, TTRPGs in general and map builders like Roll20 specifically, I think there's a lot of pressure for people to say, I have to build the perfect map, or I have all the themes have to match up, or all the colors have to match up. And I think that sometimes, unless you're used to that or that brings you joy, like that, like you don't need that, like the important thing is to have something that makes you happy, and that makes the like players happy, so if that's a bunch of cartoony stuff, if that's a bunch of mixed stuff, if that's a bunch of 3D and like 2D stuff all mixed, you know um if it makes everybody happy and people are having fun, that's the end goal, right? So I'll never hate on people that are trying to make super realistic stuff, because I'm an engineer by training, right? So like trust me, if I wanted to measure stuff out and like start doing some calculations on what can exist and what can't exist, I could do it, but that part of gaming to me, like I'm in here to have fun. So I'm a loosey goosey with that kind of stuff, you know. So uh okay. All right, yes. So this is a map that they'll find. Um I might add some other things to it. I kind of like that shack though. Let's see. Is there anything else here under shack that might this one actually does look pretty cool. Yeah, I do like this one. It's a little dark though. It kind of like blends in a bit. But let's just put that one in there for now. And let's just see what it looks like. I just got a notification from HBO Max, like, stream the Snyder Cut now. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna watch it, but it's 4 hours, and I don't think many movies can have that much to say without feeling bloated and ridiculous and too much. So I'm probably gonna watch it in phases. Yeah, this is the Zack Snyder cut, where he basically has time to do everything, you know. Actually, I think it's 4 hours. Let me double check. Sorry, it's 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours, but that's still very long. Yeah, I mean, the whole idea is that, you know, all the stuff that Whedon came in and cut, he's putting all back in there. So he basically has, you know, I'm morbidly curious to see, like, what a director that's given carte blanche to include everything and probably not edit anything out, like, what it comes out to, because I think it's going to be a disaster. I'm not one of the people that thinks the original Justice League was horrible. I thought it was good. It just wasn't great, which is unacceptable given you have, like, it's the freaking Justice League. Like, you have to have a great movie for them. You know, if it was any other, like, superheroes, like, you know, I wouldn't be that upset at Justice League, because I'm like, it was okay. But this is the Justice League, y'all. This is like, the bar is so high in my opinion. Plus you're coming off of, you know, Dark Knight, and, you know, and like Man of Steel. So, like, you're coming off these Christopher Nolan, like, interpretations of them, which I tended to like. I know not everybody does, but you're coming after these nuanced stuff. Now, Batman v Superman, I did not like, but Justice League I thought was okay. So I'm expecting this one to be okay but bloated. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'll find some time to watch it, but I will watch it in shifts. Okay. All right. So we got our quarry map. So let's look at our unused assets and see what else you want to do. Yeah, I mean, DC has done a good job with animated movies. I've loved their CW shows. So I've loved, like, the Arrowverse. So I've really enjoyed Arrow and Flash and, you know, Black Lightning and all those shows. I think they've done a good job with TV. I just think that the whole feature film thing where they're trying to chase the MCU down, I think that's where they've really been messing up. But I think in general, their media properties are pretty solid outside of those, like, blockbuster live action films, you know. So let's see, what else did we get here? All right, I do like this little tunnel here. Now you're making maps too? Yeah, that's right. Everybody make maps. Make maps now. Now, are you making maps on Roll20 or, like, something else, or designing them on paper? Because I used to, you know, like on Roll20. Yeah, because like, back in the day when you know, when the Legend of Zelda, when the original Legend of Zelda came out, it was a kind of game that was kind of impossible to get through without having some kind of map, either one that you drew or one that you got in, like, in Nintendo Power. So I remember drawing, you know, my Zelda maps out, you know, on graph paper. And I kind of did the same thing when like I design like levels in Super Mario Maker, I plan them out on graph paper because you have like each pixel basically on there. So I plan them out there as well. So I haven't really done that with RPG maps. I'll mostly sketch them. I won't get like too like detailed on there, but yeah, Nintendo Power. That's right. Howard and Nestor, all that great stuff in Nintendo Power. I'm packing stuff because I'm moving soon. I'm moving to New Jersey. And I found my Nintendo Zapper was in like one of my boxes. So it's not the original one that I had in like 85, but it's one that I found at a garage sale maybe 10 years ago. That they were basically giving away for like 99 cents or whatever. I was like, I'll take it without a doubt. And I actually used that Zapper because I cosplayed as Captain N when I was where was I? At Dragon Con. Yeah, at Dragon Con, 2019, I believe. Yeah, do I have any photos of that? Let me see if I do. I think I do. I think I remember doing a either on Instagram or Facebook. But one thing I find that's a little bit hard is that I don't know how to search for like just my stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me just go through my photos real quick and see if I can find that for y'all. I do have my wharf. I have my wharf get up. When I cosplayed as Worf, which I'll just put that over here. So yeah, so that's me as Worf at C2E2, which is the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, right? So that's 2015. Yes, y'all, we did used to all meet in person. Oh yeah, I can zoom in. Yeah. So I did not have any prosthetics or anything. And yes, I do have a wrong generation. The phaser is wrong, but hey, I got what I could, and I have a little ID card that says Worf on it, which is pretty fun. So yeah, fun stuff. But man, where is that? Maybe I didn't take a photo of it, which would seem really weird that I wouldn't take a photo of it. But it's weird because I don't see one. Yeah, there's definitely one that exists somewhere. I just don't see it. Oh, actually, you know what? It might just be that I did not tag myself. That's what it is. Here we go. There we go. Yeah. So, y'all, peep the details, y'all. First of all, I got the Zapper. I got a Punch Out shirt because King Hippo was like a major, part of Captain N, and I got the Nintendo belt. I got a Nintendo controller on my belt. I had so much fun. I had so much fun playing Captain N. It was a blast. It was a blast. So yeah, a lot of fun. Playing my man Captain N. And yes, I did get some idiots telling me that black people can't be Captain N, and I was like, you know what? I did that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's what it is. But yeah, so this was 2018, actually. 2018. In like Atlanta. So yeah. Definitely I would say the convention that has the best cosplay is a Dragon Con. I mean, there's all kind of people that you see. Oh my god, I forgot about this comment here, which is pretty funny that somebody is calling the cops on me saying that I got a power glove. That is pretty funny. But yeah, so that was a brief little world into my brief view of cosplay. I'm not a serious cosplayer. I don't like spend tons of money on outfits or anything like that, but sometimes I get an idea and just throw something together on the cheap. I will say the first con that I go to after all this pandemic stuff, I probably will try to go hard because I'll be so excited to see people. It might be OrcaCon out in Washington. I know that they have theirs in January. And I think they're still planning to have it in person. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. But I don't feel comfortable going to anything this year, even though I got the first shot of my vaccine, and I get the second one in April. I mean, the vaccine is not foolproof, right? I could still be a carrier and all that kind of stuff. So I'm still chilling. So yeah, I know that they've been moving some things around. So the Emerald City joint, I think was moved to December. I'm not sure if they're still having TwitchCon or these other ones. I really don't know. So, yeah, not sure. All right. So we have about 20 minutes left. So let's go back to see what else we can do. So I'm super excited about the minecart map, with the lighting. I think that came out great. So this tunnel here, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna use that yet, but I do have another series of rooms that I want to create. So let's actually work with that. So we're gonna have a map based on this room, and I'm not gonna say what this is or where this is. We're just gonna design it. So I'm gonna leave it untitled, and then I'll give it a title in the off stream, because this is something that would be a big old spoiler. So let's take our untitled page here, and let's put it after the quarry map. So let's switch here. Let's paste. Oh wait, I think I gotta copy that again. Let's copy and then paste. Oh, there we go. All right, so let's see how detailed this map is. Okay, fairly detailed. Really detailed. So let's see exactly. Can this cover the whole thing and still not look grainy? We'll see. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, so I like that all these rooms are empty, because I can populate this with whatever I want, basically. Oh, I wish I could tell you what this is. I really want to tell you what this is. It's gonna be so cool. I think the players are gonna be so surprised. But I can't do it, y'all. Some things the GM has to keep private. But speaking of GM prep, that is one thing that I struggled a lot with when I first started, running my own games. Was I didn't want to keep everything secret, just because I feel like it's a cool thing to get the players excited about some things. So I do like to drop some hints. some like subtle hints and that kind of stuff, or like say things in a very specific way and then bring it back in a later episode and then explain to people why that was said in that way, you know. But it's always a fine line, right? And that fine line, it depends on who you're playing with, right? So obviously, if you're doing like a one shot or something, it doesn't really apply, you know, because you know you might not have that like relationship with the people that are playing the game. But when you're doing like a ongoing thing, when like you're playing like several games, you know, you kind of get a sense of, you know, how much people like or not, you know. So like yeah, the I like that butt prints foreshadowing. Very good. It's pretty good. Yeah, I actually did, if I remember right, I remember you came up with those mocktails, right? In the school lounge. Yeah, so if y'all have not seen this from the last GM prep episode, so we have a school lounge that we did not go to yet, but I was thinking of a weird name for a fireplace that like a Principal Felix will have there, and we got BP's teacher toaster, the teacher toaster, which I still think is hilarious. So we will see the teacher toaster possibly next episode, actually. So your work will be shown off to the world, my butt prints. I don't know. I find enjoyment in the fact that my players will ask questions that they know I won't answer. Yeah. It's that's definitely a DM style thing, right? I usually like to answer them, but I'll answer them in a cryptic way. I mean, unless they say like, does this person survive or something? I won't answer something like that, you know, but they'll usually ask something that's, I feel like would get them more invested and excited if I give them a little bit, you know. Hey, gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Got about 15 minutes or so, like before we wrap it up. But I appreciate you coming through at the end for sure. Yeah, see, that's like the other thing. Roll positive gaming. I have no poker face. I have the worst poker face. So for me, it's like, instead of trying to keep everything concealed and let my face share everything, I just try to give them just like a little bit of a tease, because it shows I'm excited and then they get excited and then we're good. You know what I'm saying? I hope the kids think it's the worst name ever. Literally roast the toaster. I am about 1000% sure they will think that the name is awful. Especially once they find out that Felix gave it that name. So, you know, especially given what happened with Felix last episode, right? They interacted with Felix after, I'll say, to keep it spoiler free, after leaving a room, and they were surprised that Felix, you know, they left the room with Felix, and they were a little shocked as to what's going on. So I think that, you know, it'll be pretty interesting. Most time they just postulate to me out loud. I get a lot of, I know you won't answer this, but I do get some of those too. Yes, I do get some like, I know you won't answer this, and I'll just sit there. So in that case, I usually don't say anything, you know, but if they ask me directly, I usually do like to give them something, you know, so give them a little something, you know what I'm saying? A little something to ride to. Yeah. So our teacher's lounge, we like will be seeing a lot more of. As you can see here, we have these little rooms where like everybody can take cat naps. So we got cat nap 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have the cozy coop where Miss Arobichaux is an art teacher. And we have some mocktails here. We got the long division, the Bill of Rights, the photosynthesis, and the Great Expectations. Oh my God, I forgot how good those were. And then we also have Miss Allen, the English teacher, also in here. You know what? Let's actually throw another teacher in here because there's going to be a lot going on in this room. So I think we might want to throw another teacher in here. But I keep all the teachers in the GM layer, so I only pop them out if I need them. So if it feels like the players aren't really feeling it, I could just leave those teachers in the GM layer, never even introduce them, and just introduce them later. That's why I love the flexibility of keeping players of keeping other characters hidden in the map, because if I start with them all shown, there might be either pressure from the players that they have to talk to like every person. It also might be where if they don't talk to them, it might seem kind of weird, you know. So I like to I keep those fairly hidden. But I do want to bring in some other people here. So as I said, I have this character here. I haven't quite decided who they are. So I guess I have them in there as an object token. But we are going to copy them into the lounge. So who wants to name this person? So I want someone to name this person and tell me what they do at the school. And I will I'll zoom in on what they look like. So we got this person right here. Right. So right here, it's like, who are they and what do they do? Like they look like they're kind of giving a hug. So why don't y'all noodle on that a little bit while I copy this person into the lounge. Let's see. Yeah. For this map, I definitely won't be zooming in that much because it gets a little grainy. But the map is so cool. Like I was like, I have to use it. So I kind of just found a way to make it work. Oh, I'm just looking for just the name of a teacher. Yeah. That's all. Just the name of a teacher. All right. So let's see. So I think nah, I don't think I'll go with I don't think I'll do the Bill and Ted thing, but that's pretty cool. I do like guidance counselor though. I like that. So yeah, let's make her a guidance counselor. So we got guidance counselor. God, it is so windy outside. Like, what just happened? Like, something just happened in like Milwaukee where it just got super windy outside. Let's see, Miss Jocelyn. Miss Jocelyn. Yeah, we can do that. I kind of like that, Miss Jocelyn. Yeah, so oh, I just realized I think I had her like I guess I can have her visible. But you know what? I think we're gonna put her in one of the catnap rooms. Yeah, and we'll put her in there for a certain reason that we will we will talk about on the stream. But yeah, cool. So now we have somebody at the Cozy Coop. We got Felix over here. We have Mrs. Allen by the teacher toaster. This will move her like right in the middle of those there. Yeah. And we have, actually, I'll bring this one out of the gym. Like, I'll just say that this is in the map so you can see that. And yeah, I'll actually say all these names here are like names that are like on the doors. So I don't think there's any need to hide those names. Yeah. And that they'll be able to see her, because as soon as they walk in, you know, because they walk in here, I don't think it makes sense to try to hide her. So yeah. Oops. There you go. So we got all tokens. Okay. Awesome work. I feel good about that. Sorry, y'all. I tried to go back to Captain N for a second. I want to do this again. You know, the only thing that I messed up a bit is I didn't have like an N on the jacket. You know what I'm saying? I needed the N. I needed the patch of the N. And it didn't quite, I think it was there, but it didn't look good. So I like took it off. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, I was like pointing at people with the zapper. You know what I mean? And there was another Captain N at DragonCon, but I mean, I look better than them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I kind of did it a little harder. Than them. You know, and it was great. But sorry, I was reminiscing because I miss going to cons, y'all. I miss being around people. You know, which is a lot for me because I'm a bit of an introvert. But the year of pandemic will do that to you. You know, it'll do that to you. All right, yeah. So all that stuff is visible. I think that the word Cozy Coop would also be visible. So, yeah, I think that will be visible as well. And okay. All right, I think we're good for today then. Yeah, y'all. So thank you everybody for joining. Had a great time. I love building out this map thing. Let's just do a little recap of what we did. So we spent a lot of time building this out, right? So we built out a little maze system, and we made it so that the room is dark, but that we use the dynamic, the lighting. So if I move the cart around here, it actually lights up different areas, which I think is so cool. Right? So like we're definitely going to be using that. Might be next week, I'm not sure, but we're definitely going to be using that for sure. We also worked a little bit. Well, actually, I added some stuff to this. Well, actually, I'm gonna get rid of that quarry stuff, but I can do that later. So we mentioned that there might be matching quarry rooms because we have this map that looks exactly the same, but in like a different time. I brought this map in here. I didn't really do much with it, but I told people that like this would be pretty important. So we'll see how that comes up in the game. And actually, I just noticed I got to stretch this out a little bit so it fits. There we go. Okay. And then we just finished with the lounge. We added a new character, Miss Jocelyn, who's Gaia's counselor there. So we added her in there. And also, wait, let's go to the token view. Cool. And we made this quarry map, which will be like an actual map that the characters will find. Because there is no GPS at this time, so like you use actual maps. So yeah, I'm excited for like all this. Make sure to find all our previous work. So like you can either go to, actually, you know what? I will show you right now. So you can go to Roll20's YouTube, which is at like Roll20 app. Ooh, so our session 0 is actually the video here that's right here, which is great. So like you can see how we built the world. Or if you go to playlists, right, like you can see all these shows that they have, and like ours is right here, under Kids on Bikes. Now, like funny enough is they have a picture of Noir that looks like me. So everybody thinks that like that's me in the picture. It's not me. That is actually Noir, but it looks strangely like me in that in the photo. Yeah, so make sure to check that out, as well as all these playlist things, all these tutorials, overviews, guides. I mean, there's all kind of stuff on like a Roll20 on their YouTube page. So thank y'all for joining, and make sure to check out the main show here Mondays at 10 a.m. Central. And like also check out my other stuff at twitch.tv/Rivals of Waterdeep. So Rivals of Waterdeep, which is my D&D 5e show that we do Sundays at 12 p.m. Central. And then I do an associated video game stream at twitch.tv/Rivals of Waterdeep on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Central, where we're currently playing through Spiritfarer. So have a great rest of your day, and thanks for joining, y'all. Later.